lazy ones started going. The ones that were laid back, they started going. And before you know it, so many monkeys, and he was paying 5,000. Now it got to a point where the monkeys started diminishing. So he increased it to 10,000. And then it motivated more people rushing out to get the monkeys. Now, when it was almost like monkeys were running out, he increased to 25,000. And everybody was like, how come? What does he want to use this money for? I mean, these monkeys for, is it for money rituals, or why is it paying 25? So at that point, it was like maybe 10 monkeys left. So the rest, the very good hunters were able to get the rest of the monkeys. Now, what now happened after that experience? He said, okay, I'm going for a week. I need to rest. And then when I come back, I'm going to be paying 50,000 naira for anyone that brings the monkey. And then he left his trusted assistant back in the village with the cage where all the monkeys that he has bought were kept. All right. Now, when he left, his trusted assistant went to meet some of the villagers and said, see, I'm going to sell you these monkeys for 35,000 so that when he comes back, you can sell it back to him for 50,000. And it's because, I'm just giving you that information. And then he started selling a few. And then the rest, the people that bought went back to tell the rest, oh, you can get 35,000. It's 15,000 free money. When he comes back, he will buy because he's been buying. So, why not? So when almost everyone got to know about it, there was a very long queue. Sold all the 35,000. I mean, sold for 35,000 to everyone. The ones that were very rich bought like 20. The ones that didn't have money borrowed money to buy one. At least they get pre 15,000. And then 1 week after, they checked and saw that. I mean, they said, okay, he's not back yet. Then 2 weeks. Then we went to check the assistant. Assistant has also left town. So what that means is, see, so he actually made huge profit, with that. So I call it monkey business. So anytime you see maybe some of those schemes and all that, remember monkey business, monkey business. And how do you decode some of these things? Many people, because we have high unemployment and low income, you have people with low capital looking for very high returns and with no risks. And when you are looking for that, is a recipe to fall into a lot of schemes. You want, you have low capital, you very huge returns, and then you don't want risks. So you fall into the schemes that someone would say, oh, give me this amount, and then in maybe a month's time, I'll give you this amount. And then it's sure, that kind of thing. There's no risk. It preaches all of that. And then the schemes continue like that. So I would say multi-asset trading is one of the few things that have this combination that I just mentioned. And I would explain, the risk part is kind of, what you can control, but it has low entry capital, all right? Now, there's possibility of very high returns, very high returns. Olibori shared some of the results of his trading with us not too long ago. Now, there is a measure of risks, and some of the speakers have talked about the risks, and I think the last person also spoke about how when you have a skill and you don't have discipline, it means nothing, right? So you can control your risks, and you need to know how to navigate the market to control that. Now, the fourth one is the market is around the clock. So you choose when you trade. Market is 24 hours, 7 days a week. Right now, as we speak, something is moving. Well, the cryptocurrency markets are open during the weekends, but every other market opens Monday to Friday. And so our platform runs around the clock. Right now, there's possibility of automation. You can automate your trades and just sit back. And someone said you could no work, but what's that term that she used then? Jobless, and then something. So you stay back, you automate your trade. Once you know how to do it, you have income coming in, and you don't need to lift a finger. But it takes mastery, and it takes you to know how to automate those things. Okay, so let's go. All right, so for you to trade, actually, for you to trade in the market, now, I mentioned multi-asset brokerage. We're going to get to, I think, a slide where I will tell you the multiple assets that you could actually trade. But for you to trade at all, you need a broker. You need a broker. That's, I mean, you can't probably just, there's no physical market or place where you can actually exchange some of these assets without going through a broker. So Exness, which I represent in Nigeria, we are your plug into that. Now, the risks that I mentioned for anyone going into trading would be increased multiple times if you are trading with an unreliable broker. Because one of the first risks that you need to mitigate against is trading on a platform that would put you at a disadvantage because there are many out there. So that's why one of the smartest and first decisions that you need to make if you're looking at doing Forex trading is choosing a reliable broker. All right, so I'll go into some of the, please, next slide, please. So we're looking at Exness. We started operations about 14 years ago. Please, I need the next slide. So we started operations about 14 years ago. And over the years, we've grown to become the biggest Forex brokerage firm in the world in respect to trading volume, all right? And we've grown on the back of two things: integrity, ethics. We don't joke with that. We take that very seriously. And you know, when you look at financial, if you are looking at partnering or patronizing a financial institution, size matters. If you want to buy your groceries or all that, you may buy from a little store inside your house or a big store. It doesn't really matter. You get the same value. But you know, when you're looking at financial transactions, the size matters because it talks about the capital base, it talks about, you know, the resilience that firm would have, an ability to actually, you know, pay you when you make good profits. So size matters in this case. So we are the largest in terms of trading volume globally. Next slide, please. Okay, so we are recipients of multiple awards and recognition, and we are regulated just like as it's been repeated severally. We have the strictest regulation any brokerage firm can have, and we have it across every region. So we have strict regulations, you know, that anywhere we operate, we ensure that we get the strictest because we have several regulations for this kind of business, but we go for the strictest, the ones that, you know, would put us on our toes as well. We've won the most transparent broker, the best global service, customer service, so many awards over and over for us. Next slide, please. Okay, and we don't stop at that. We didn't stop at that, actually. We have as our auditor, Deloitte. I'm sure many of us know Deloitte. It's one of the biggest and most reputable auditing firms globally. So they audit our numbers, and the numbers we put out on our websites they are audited numbers, not just numbers that we put out there. You know, so, and we're one of the maybe only broker that have this, that is doing this. All right, so next slide, please. Okay, so some of our products. Okay, it's not completed, but I'll start from the first, Forex and metals. So we trade currencies. Forex, like someone said, means the currencies: euro, US dollar, Great Britain pounds, and all that. All the currencies. We trade currencies. We trade metals on the platform. Metals like gold, silver. Gold is one of the most popular amongst our traders in Africa. Gold, we have a lot of people trading gold on the platform. We have cryptocurrencies, energies talks about oil, so crude oil. It's UK oil, US oil. That's what the name is called, but crude oil essentially. Then you trade indices and stocks on the platform. Now, I want to just give an example. there's nothing that happens in the world, in the global space, that does not affect at least one of those things that has been mentioned. When Russia invaded Ukraine, what happened to oil? Anyone? What happened to the price of oil? It shot up, right? So that it means that there was crisis, and Russia is heavy in oil production, and it will affect the supply, and demand remains the same. Oil increase. When COVID happened, what happened to oil? The crude oil. Price went down. In fact, it went down so much, it touched like zero. It touched like zero. So if you were trading at that time, you can interpret world events, global events, what's going on. You can cash in on whatever is going on, either positive or negative. Right? Now, during COVID, what happened to gold? During COVID, when COVID struck, what happened to gold? It went up because during uncertainties and when there's a lot of issues, gold is seen as a safe haven. And then we have tech stock also increased because many people were within their houses. They were not going out. They were interacting with online. So the stock prices of companies like Facebook, like Instagram, and most of the tech ones used for meetings, Zoom, and all that, they went up. So knowing all of this, you can actually trade and make good profit. Whatever the circumstance, whatever it is, you can pick any of the instruments that would react in a way. So either prices will go up or down. You can actually trade any direction. All right, next slide, please. Okay, so I'll go right into the selling point for Exness. Let's move on. Yeah. I have very little time. I'm trying to catch up. So trading conditions, we have very swift execution of our trades. 0.01 seconds. When you impute a trade, you want to buy gold, for example, buy Euro USD, or whatever you are doing, it goes in instantly. And that's because we have data centers, servers in different strategic locations anywhere in the world, Nigeria, Africa, Europe. So if you are a trader on our platform, the execution speed is like that, right? Next slide. We have very, very tight spread. And when we say spread, I know not all of us are traders. How many of us trade Forex? Or you've traded before? Okay, so the majority have not. All right, so when I say spread, it's just about the commission that is charged on every trade that you trade. It's actually at the minimum in Exness. Next slide. All right, so unlimited leverage. Now, this is really key. This is the reason why I said when I started that you can actually trade with low capital. The reason why you can do that is because we give you leverage, heavy leverage. Now, from the start of this slide, you will see we give 1:2,000. And I'll give a quick illustration of how a 1:2,000 can help someone with low capital. Okay, let's give examples of something that we can all relate with. Okay, let's assume there's a land, right? The land is selling for 1 million naira, because some of these things probably are not cheap, but the leverage is what helps you to take that trade. So let's say this land is selling for 1 million, and we are giving you 1:2,000. What this means is that you only need to bring, for every 1 naira you bring, you are getting 2,000 naira. Let's make it naira now, right? So I'm going to ask a question, and let's see who gets it. You get something. Now, if you want to buy that land for 1 million, and you have leverage of 1:2,000, how much do you need? Anyone that come? No, I want you to speak in the mic. I have a gift for someone, for anyone that knows. Anyone?
500, sir.
That's 500. All right. So That's 500 naira. So with 500 naira, you have, you can purchase a land that is worth 1 million naira. So what happens if the reason why you're buying the land is because you feel the land will appreciate. And then let's assume the land appreciates 10%. That means 10% of a million is 100,000. So with 500 naira, you're making 100,000, and the broker is not sharing in profit. We don't share in profit. We only take your transaction cost, and that usually is really, really small. You understand? When you enter the trade. All right, so I'm rounding off because of time. I would quickly go through the slides. So we don't manipulate. Now, we have a lot of brokers out there doing manipulation and affecting clients' trades. On, please. All right, so financial security, you don't need to worry about financial. In fact, if your fund is with Exness, you make your deposit in your account is as good as you have anything in your pocket, because we have instant withdrawal. We have instant withdrawal. So when you click on withdrawal, it's almost instant. It's from within some seconds to maybe some minutes. But our withdrawals and our deposit as well is instant. All right. Next. Okay, so this was the point I stressed the other time. Instant withdrawal, same thing. It's important you have control of your funds. You know, there are some platforms where you can see on the screen, you have maybe $10,000. You're a digital millionaire. When you try to withdraw, then you start hearing so many stories. But you know you have it in a platform or something. So it's important you get security of your funds. Next slide, please. Transparency. Let's move on. Okay, so we have a variety of payment systems. You can pay from the bank, you can pay with cryptocurrencies, you can pay with bank cards. So many payment systems on the platform. Next slide, please. Okay, so you can also open an account with USD, that's US dollar. You can open your account with pounds, with Naira. One of the accounts Olubori showed us earlier was in Naira, and there was another account, the initial one was in US dollar. So it means you don't actually need to leave the comfort of your home to set up, and I have a lot of clients that, you know, they prefer to set up an account with pounds because it's the highest, it has the highest conversion against the Naira. So when they make profit, the profit comes in pounds. You get, so I say to people these days, you know, yeah, people try to travel, but if you earn, someone anywhere, let's assume US, for example, earning $1,000, $2,000, doing maybe washing plates at McDonald's or something, you can sit in the comfort of your house, of your room, and make so much more. So the borders that we have does not limit us anymore. You know, unlike before, that's the new money way. Before now, we need to engage physically to make money. Now, if you go digital, you are borderless. You can connect with the same market anyone in the world is connected to, someone in China, US, Asia. What differentiates anyone is not where they stay at that point, is what you know. So you in Nigeria can make so much more than anyone anywhere in the world. I'll leave it at this. I've not finished my slide, but I know my time is up. Have a great time. Thank you.
We celebrate Better, the country director for Exness Nigeria.
Don't sleep, wake up, collect your money. Wake up, collect your money.
Yes. So Exness Nigeria is telling you not to sleep. Wake up, wake up. Use their platform to collect your money. Okay, they have a lot of money, or for your money in their hands, and please use the platform to get your money. A link will be displayed, all right, on the screen where you can get to sign up on Exness platform. Coach Bori, the link, yes, please, or the QR code rather, will be displayed where you can get to sign up. And when you join that community, you'd also be shown how you can sign up on Exness, and then you start trading and making your money as quickly as possible. All right, let's have a quick interlude. I was told to let you know that on the item, there's a number 7. So please do not hesitate to go quickly. Can we celebrate Coach Bori for that one? He gave you food to eat. Yes, yes. So there's a number 7 on the item. So please do not leave quickly. And we've called Kiki. She's on our way here too. So please do not hesitate to go. She's almost here, and we plan to have an interesting time. Quickly before the panel session, where you get to ask your questions, you stand and then you ask your questions from these people. I would like to invite a woman from Women in DeFi to quickly come to talk to us about DeFi and how women right here, young ladies, can plug in and make a name, make money through this. But before she comes forward, please do not forget to use the hashtag XNESLFC2022 when you post on social media. And please tag us as XNEX, tag XNEX_Nigeria, tag GoLearn.online, tag Coach Bori, and tag me too at the Gloria Olufeko. All right, LFC, please make welcome Ray Gloss.
Collect your money. Collect your money. Collect your money. Wake up. Collect your money. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
All they wanna do is still party. All I really want is money. I know what I'm getting. I feel like I'm close to my sister. No, you can't see there was a funny point. There's no end to the diagram.
Sorry. There was a misstep there. So one of the things that we are doing at GoLearn, and I personally has taken as a responsibility, is to promote growing brands. And I knew when Riglo started with her lip, and then she's trying to help your lip to become more softer and better and approachable, and all of that. So that's what she does. And the lip balms are organic, and she's good. Let her use her own mouth to sell her own product. You're welcome.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'd say a very big thank you to Olubori Paul and to every sponsor. Thank you for this opportunity. So I'm here to talk about my brand. Yes. Race Gloss, we deal with organic lip care products. When I mean lip care products, we make lip glosses, lip balm, lip scrubs, and we sell lip masks and lip brushes. The next slide, please. Why lip care? Most times we hear skin care, dental care, every kind of care, but there is no lip care. Lip care is a trend that is not going out of fashion anytime soon. If you check any lady's purses around you, you would see a gloss there. A girl may not own a lip gloss, might not own a makeup box, but if you should check clearly, you will find one or more glosses in her purse. Yes or yes? Lips can easily become intensely chapped and even crack and bleed if you ignore or avoid applying any hydration to them. By hydration, I don't mean licking your lips. That's a no-no. We don't do that here. You do not have to lick your lips. You can get balm or a lip gloss to hydrate your lips. Lips don't get a break from exposure. We go everywhere, and then the sun gets exposed to sun, and then before you know, your lips start breaking, and you do not want to stand the pain. So yeah, dark and chapped lips have always been an issue to average Nigerians. Everyone wants pink lips, or at least a fine-looking lips. And this paved way for Race Gloss through the term, when you discover a problem, you prefer a solution. The problem we are trying to solve, dry, flaky lips. Harmattan or not, you get this kind of dark, this kind of scaly lips on your lips when you go out often. And this is where Race Gloss is coming into the industry to provide solution. The second problem, you know when you use, there are some kind of glosses you use and then kind of white line on your lip. That is really not so looking good. So with Race Gloss, you can be sure of organic products. When you use a gloss, you don't have to be scared of this irritating white line that comes with it. The third one, dark lips and insecurities it causes. Not all smoke. You don't have to smoke before you have dark lips. Sometimes it just comes naturally. And then when you get lip scrub and you exfoliate your lips, you can be sure of an healthy looking lips. Next slide, please. Race Gloss has taken these needs into consideration and has made provisions with due diligence for the best kind of lip care products you can find anywhere. Next slide. So we started, no, the previous one. Thank you. Race Gloss is 7 months old. And then from October 2021 to now, we've sold over 250 glosses and lip care products. We have 4 wholesalers in different states in Nigeria, in 4 states in Nigeria. And our marketing strategy, we are planning, between now and 2023, we are planning to increase our wholesalers, to get more wholesalers on board. And then the mission is to make sure every lady in Nigeria and overseas have at least a product of Race Gloss in their possession. Next slide, please. Our competitive advantage, we have very good customer relationship with our customers. And the second one, women are always in sync with anything fashion and glamour. When it comes to beauty, fashion, you have to see ladies and females involved. And the 3, we make use of organic products. We do not use substandard products for our lip care products. Next slide, please. Okay, branding. I've seen many people, because we do not make use of the usual kind of tubes you see. We ship in fancy tubes from China. We have different kind of tubes. We have champagne, pencil tubes, and not the usual kind of squeeze tubes you buy 100 naira on anywhere else. Then marketing, and then leverage on social media. We have a social media presence already. You can check us out on IG at Race Gloss. Next slide, please. Okay, target audience, 80% females. And you know, the males do not want to be left out. We have 20% males too. Next slide, please. Okay. Thank you so much.
Great. We celebrate this young lady doing amazing things. Wow. Race Gloss. Amazing. Amazing. All right. Have you been enjoying the lineup of songs that DJ has been playing? Can we celebrate the ultimate DJ? The baddest DJ on the wheels of steel. Amazing. It's okay. All right, don't mind me. Okay, let's loosen up a little bit more. And I would like to invite a performer. He wants to perform and sing for us. He has a sonorous voice and is about to perform one of his brand new singles. Please make welcome Exousia.
Thank you. Wow. Please put your hands together for Mr. Olubori Paul. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Can you put your hands together once again for our compare in the house? Wow. After the rain comes the sun. Just hold on and believe, yeah. All right, that one was for Paul. He asked for that one specially. We're going to be doing this one. I wish there was a stand. This one, we'll be shooting the video next week. It's also a motivational song. And before we do it, please, can you do something for me? Can we make a creed that you can watch after? Huh? Can we make a creed? Just bring out your phone so we'll make a creed together. So that you will know, oh, I came to Olubori Paul's program, I came to LFC, and I made this creed. Can we do that? All right. Can you look to your neighbor, look to your phone and say, I'm crushing the status quo. I'm crushing the status quo. I'm taking over. I'm crushing the status quo. I'm taking over. Tell them we are coming. Konreti Ogo. That's what's up. All right, DJ, can you help me out, please? When there's life, there is hope. You think I've had all those everywhere, seen the pain, yet I don't bend. I've had to toss out my feet. I had to learn that there is more. The grass is greener everywhere if you try. Oh, if you try. Oh, I'm crossing the sky. I'm taking over. I'm walking on higher ground. There's no stopping me. Tell them we are coming home. Konreti Ogo. Akpata Mokojile is running the show. I'm crossing the battlefield. Oh, I'm crossing the battlefield. Oh, I'm crossing the battlefield. I'm taking over. I'm walking on higher ground. There's no stopping me. Tell them we are coming home. Konreti Ogo. Akpata Mokojile is running the show. I'm crossing the battlefield. I'm crossing the battlefield. Listen to this. Tell them we coming with full force. We coming to Jericho to pull walls. We breaking the trends. We coming with light to show all the people that we on top. I tell them we coming with full force. We breaking the trends. We coming with light to show all the people that we on top. I tell them we coming with full force. We coming to Jericho to pull walls. We breaking the trends. We coming with light to show all the people that we on top. I tell them we coming with full force. We coming to Jericho to pull walls. We breaking the trend. We coming with light to show all the people that we on top. Tell them we coming with full force. We coming to Jericho to pull walls. We breaking the trend. We coming with light to show all the people. Oh, we coming to Jericho. We're breaking the trends. We coming with light to show all the people. Can you tell them? We're breaking the trends. We coming with light to show all the people. Yeah. We coming to Jericho. We're breaking the trends. We coming with light to show all the people that we are. Come in, come in, come in, come in. We come in, come in, come in. We come in, come in, we come in, we come in, we're coming, we're coming, we're coming. I'm crossing the status quo. I'm taking over. I'm walking on higher ground. There's no stopping me. Tell them we are coming home. Konreti Ogo. Akpata Mokojile is running the show. I'm crossing the status quo. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, yeah, I'm crossing the status quo. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the DJ, please.
Want to celebrate Exousia better? Come on, LFC, come on. Woo! Amazing. Are you crushing the status quo? Are you breaking the barriers? Are you sure about that? Yes. So before we move into our panel session, while Exousia was performing, Kiki walked in. Okay. Kiki, we love you. We've been waiting for you. Can we chorus, Kiki? We love you. Àṣejù tí ń wọ̀, DJ Ultimate. Kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ now? All right, so I'm going to be inviting the panelists right about now, after which Kiki will come up for our session. Our panel session is not going to take too long. We're just here to answer all of your questions. All the questions on your mind is what we want to answer. So we're going to pass the mic. Anytime you have a question, just raise your hand and then the mic will come to you. All right. So as we do it, I'm going to invite the moderators for this panel session. I won't be moderating the panel session. They will be doing justice to that. And they will also be inviting our panelists. Okay. So as we always do it, we understand our deal now. Abi. Yes, normal. So NFC 2022, make welcome Lewami and George.
All right.
Hello.
All right, guys, I trust it's been fun. Has it been fun? Has it been fun? Shout LFC!
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 LFC.
All right, so quickly we'll move on to the panel session. And I would like to welcome up stage all of our panelists. And please, while I do so, I'd like you to please jam your hands together as they come up stage. First, I would like to welcome up stage Anifa Abdurrahman. Thank you. Anifa is best known as a tech community builder, and she's passionate about community management. She's currently the lead community manager at Ingressive for Good, a non-profit organization with a mission to create and increase the earning power of African youth through tech training resources for the growth of African startup ecosystem. Please join us together as we come
You're
off stage.
welcome, Anifa. Next, we'll be having Zeus, Samuel Oladokun Elias. Please let's clap for him. Thank you. Samuel Oladokun Elias, Zeus the Great, is best known as the blockchain connoisseur, the decentralized finance analyst. Please let's be clapping. And founder of the much acclaimed Nirvana Academy. He's a student of the University of Lagos, pursuing a bachelor's in economy. His mantra is, to know is to be free. And hasn't only affected him, but has caused a ripple effect in the lives of millions of people. Please let's clap on stage as Zeus comes up. Let's clap for Zeus.
All right, guys, so the next panelist is Vanessa. Vanessa Eze Chidera. She's the CEO and founder of X60 DeFi Academy, an academy where she trained over 2,000 students on decentralized finance, directly and indirectly. She's a DeFi enthusiast and crypto investor. Please, a round of applause.
Thank you, Vanessa. And lastly, we'll be having our very own Coach Bori. Please let's clap for him. For Coach Bori, Olubori Paul is the founder of GoLearn, a foremost financial education learning platform. He's the founder of GoDigits, GoAffiliate, and TalkToMe.org, a platform that counsels people on various matters. He's also the founder of Youngers, a ministry for young people that is faith, finance, and education-based. He's the definition of a finance apostle. Please let's clap for Bori as he comes on stage. Coach Bori. All right, we'll go on while we wait for him. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you so much, our panelists, for taking our time to be here today. So, guys, we have a couple of questions. All right, we have a couple of questions to be asking, and I believe you're prepared to probably attend to all of our questions. And guys, please, if you have questions, I would like you to kindly take notes. The Our hosts and hostesses are beside you. The ushers are beside you. Please kindly just take note of them and give it to them so they'll pass that across to us. Are we good? Are we good? All right, great. So I have a question for you, Samuel. Great. Samuel, this question is for you. I know you've done a lot with respect to DeFi and crypto and Forex, right? So I'd like to ask a question. We have people here who are interested in DeFi, right? Newbies who want to delve into it. They've heard about it. They've probably seen it online. I would like to share tips for newbies who want to jump into DeFi.
Okay. Can everybody hear me clearly? Hello? Okay, can everybody hear me clearly? Okay, hi there. My name is Olaoyenikon Samuel Oladokun. Oladokun, which means wealth as vast as the ocean. I think in every place I've actually talked about decentralized finance. I did not come into decentralized finance in quotes as a trader. I came because of the technology, but most people will be like, we are not here for the tech, we are here for the money. And what most people do not realize is that in the tech is money, and you will not understand until you start gaining deep and deep clarity. I think my basic definition of what DeFi is that DeFi is a system, is an innovation created for you to be your own bank and your own banker. Is that simple? And when you're trying to come into the world of decentralized finance, do not see it as a structure just for trading. It is bigger than that. DeFi is not just for traders. It is an innovation. DeFi is an innovation, that is literally going to revolutionize banking as we know it. Yes, it is young, and because of DeFi being young, there are so many issues that needs to be solved. But, more chaos means more innovation, and that is what it is. So if you're thinking of coming into DeFi, learn, DeFi, learn blockchain, and understand how you can bring your Web 2, what's the word now, skills, integrate it into Web 3, and then that is where the money is. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Please, a round of applause for Samuel.
All right, thank you so much, Samuel. Hanifa, over to you. We've heard a lot about DeFi, and now we know tech is something that is, uprising. So in a few minutes, can you tell us about your journey into tech, your transitioning?
Okay. Hi, everyone. Can you hear me? All right. I started coding. This is not much of a popular story. I started coding when I was 11, but it wasn't nurtured. It wasn't until I entered that I got into tech fully. So I did a bit of front end. I did physical computing with the Raspberry Pi. I did data science. I did back end. I did full stack. I did a lot of stuff actually. So that was kind of like the back and forth understanding what tech is and what my journey would be like, what career would I want to do. So I and a couple of friends, we started the first tech community in my school called Lasso Devs at the time. And that was how I started a career in community management, right, in dev relations. And then now I work in Gracie for Good as the programs and community manager.
Thank you so much, Hanifa. If you're in Lasso, kindly clap for her. Lasso people, thank you so much.
All right, so for young people who are interested in tech, right? I mean, your story is quite unique, right? For young people who are interested in tech, are there opportunities that Ingressive for Good is providing for such kind of individuals?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the mission for at Ingressive for Good is to train 1 million African youths in tech in 5 years.
Wow.
And so far, we've been able to do 135K people. It was just like yesterday or the day before yesterday that we announced that we had 200,000 community members. And again, we have a community specifically for students. So if you're a student, feel free to join the community called I4G Circles. And we also have ambassadors that lead these communities in their school. And a lot of what we do for these community members is to ensure that we provide free tech skills. We have the 1,000 Women in Design with Jeniza. We have Data Camp, where we have over 14,000 people currently learning on the Data Camp platform. We have the I4G Zuri. We are learning software dev, backend, I think product design as well. We have Zuri. We also got masterclass recently, and we launched product management as well with entry level last week, I think. Yeah, so we have like thousands of scholarships, and we have more coming on, very soon. I think this month we are going to be doing 1,000 women in data, and then over the next couple of months as well. So there are always, going to be more scholarships, more courses for you to be able to, start a career in tech.
All right, thank you so much, Hanifa. I would just like to state that I'm an ambassador for I4G. So please join the I4G community. Over to you, Coach Bori. You've been in the Forex space for close to 5 years. Can we please clap for him? Clap for Coach Bori, please. Can you tell us about your journey in tech? What's a common misconception about Forex? Sorry, Forex.
All right, thank you. Everybody thinks they can blow overnight. And I used to tell you that don't blow, you should become what? Successful. So the idea about Forex is that you can make it immediately. But the problem is that you don't make it immediately. Even if you make it in few months, it's by luck or by chance. It's the way you learn about tech. I know some of my friends are learning about product design. They are learning coding. The skill didn't get there in a day. It took them months of consistent practice. So likewise for us trading, you have to consistently trade, understand and familiarize yourself with the market. That when you open your phone or you open your chart, you can, because you already understand, you can predict, okay, this thing is going to sell, this thing is going to buy. So over the years, it's been very challenging, but we've worked, personally and my team, we've worked towards mastery. Mastery doesn't work overnight. So let patience be your guide and work over time. So you get it right.
Thank you very much, Coach Bori. Now over to you, Vanessa. We've taken stats of everyone here and realized that we have loads of students, right? I want to ask you, are we able to merge medical school and your pursuit for DeFi? I understand you've trained over 2,000 persons, right? And I have a couple of persons here who will be interested in delving into DeFi and a couple of other technologies. Can you share with us your story and also counsel or advice for such persons?
Okay, hi guys. Is Vanessa, CEO X60 DeFi Academy. First thing I want you to know is if I can do it, then we can all do it, right? If I can do it, then we can all do it.
That's kind of tough for that.
Thank you. So my journey. Okay, I'm actually a product of iMedia Academy. All right. I would always say. I would always say. What actually brought me into the DeFi space was Investor Samuels. Right. I was learning futures basically, and then I wanted attention from him as a tutor. All right, and I was not getting the attention because he was occupied and stuff like that. It's understandable. I'm just being honest, right? My story actually. I wanted attention. I wanted, I wanted not just attention. I wanted to have value. I wanted to be able to, bring something to the table and, get his attention basically, right? And I was like, okay, since he's already a boss in futures, right? Let me go into DeFi. Let me actually go into DeFi and, see how I can also, become somebody and stuff like that. So that's how, I paid for a class. I paid for iMedia Academy to be a student there. I learned. I did not just learn. I actually learned well. I